So my entrance look, it is, God, I think it was 2007 or 2008. Y'all can fact check this after, but it's a Dolce and Gabbana dress made of chains from the runway in 2007 or something like that. This dress weighed like 40 pounds. It really was uncomfortable. I'm wearing also another pair of Christian Louboutin So Kates in silver. Uh, I was extremely uncomfortable in this, but damn, it was pretty cute, huh?
You look gorgeous. Your princess fantasy look.
Um, it was a look.
We looked at it. Now we're gonna move on to runways. This is my favorite part. Tell us about the creation of the garment and everyone who had a hand in bringing it to life. And most importantly, the cost involved in getting everything ready. First up, your season 9 promo look.
Oh, this is one of my favorite looks. So we have Wigs and Grace as the hair, and Jane Doe latex with the dress. Oh, and those pink Louboutins, I lip sync for my life against Alexis Michelle in those. Um, I can't remember how much I paid for this. Jane Doe Latex used to make me all sorts of stuff, and she always cut me a deal because we were friends prior to me doing Drag Race. So I want to say it was like somewhere in the ballpark of $300 to $500, I think. I don't know. I I had like sort of an idea, but when I gave her the idea, she created like her version of it, which ended up being way better than either one of ours. So yeah, Jane Doe Latex is an amazing designer, and this was very much a collaborative vision between all three of us, was Wigs and Grace, Jane Doe Latex, and myself.
Next up, your entrance look.
So my entrance look, it is God, I think it was 2007 or 2008. Y'all can fact check this after, but it's a Dolce and Gabbana dress made of chains from the runway in 2007 or something like that. This dress weighed like 40 pounds. It really was uncomfortable. I'm wearing also another pair of Christian Louboutin So Kates in silver. I was extremely uncomfortable in this, but damn, it was pretty cute, huh?
You look gorgeous. Next up, your hometown look.
Okay, so hometown couture, I went back and forth with this. This look was really difficult to pinpoint because I was talking to production and I was telling them, well, I'm from Texas. Shouldn't I do a Texas look? And they were like, well, you're living in Vegas and working in Vegas, so you need to do Vegas. We're going to mark you as a Vegas queen. And I was like, well, I want to be a Texas girl. And they're like, just be Vegas. And so by the time I had squared that away with them, there wasn't a lot of time to actually have something very new made. And I was going back and forth with Sean Magby, the maker of this dress, because I wanted something really slutty and hot and showgirly, but she was like, no, like I've done research on the history of showgirls in Vegas, and this is a very like very classic vintage take on Vegas, and you'll be respected more for this. And so we went this route, and it was such a polarizing look because a lot of people didn't think it was Vegas enough, but like I had like somebody that had lived in Vegas for 30 years and had worked on the Las Vegas Strip for decades make this. So I had to sort of just suck my resentment up towards the audience that didn't get it, especially Michelle Visage. So yeah, this didn't cost really anything. It was a piece that Sean had made years and years and years prior that he loaned me at the last minute when we couldn't decide on showing body or not. I didn't want them to rely on body, you know what I mean? There was just blah, blah, blah.
Next up, your Gaga look.
So it's also Sean Magby. Couldn't tell you. I also borrowed this from Sean because they told us 3 days before filming that we needed to add a Lady Gaga look to the mix. And there was a different queen in Vegas that was renting this look already. So we had to track her down and grab it to her before I went to go film. It was not my first option for Gaga looks. I really wanted to do her Rolling Stone bubble outfit, but there was no time. There was no time. We still weren't done with on season 9, y'all. We had 15 days to come up with 36 looks.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah.
Insane.
No shame in beg, borrow, and stealing. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Your white party look.
Oh my gosh, this y'all, my white party look was like top 2 of the week on Fashion Photo Review. Sean Magby did make this. We saved a lot of money with this look because we used materials that we repurposed some things and cut them up and re-sewed them back together to sort of make this. So we probably spent $200 or $300 on it. The headdress was a different headdress that Sean already owned, and we removed all the feathers and added new feathers to it. And then he sewed everything else, and we used really cheap ostrich feathers from Rainbow Feathers in Vegas. So this wasn't a very expensive look, but one of my favorites of the season.
Your princess fantasy look.
It was a look.
We looked at it.
It was a look.
Your naughty 90 look.
Oh, I forgot about this one. This was a very, 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 very fun look. So the bra and the panty, the pearl bra and panty came from a lingerie store in Las Vegas. And then Catherine Delish made the robe. I had been in this robe was probably about $400. I didn't get any discounts for it. I didn't tell her I was doing Drag Race because I was paranoid. So I just bought that essentially right off the rack, I guess. The hair was styled by Wigs from Scratch, but it was an original wig that I already owned. So it wasn't like hand tied. So and that was a sponsored styling. A friend of mine paid to have that done. So I guess this look was like $400. Maybe 500. I don't think the bra was cheap.
Your faux fur look.
I could go off on this one. I hated this look. I was hoping that this look was one of the looks that wasn't going to be used because they obviously had us prepare a lot more looks than we actually wore on the show. And I did not feel inspired by this one. So I kind of put it off to the last minute. And essentially it just ended up being a combination of just a bunch of random shit I already had that I threw on because I was panicking that day. Like, oh my God, they're actually using faux fur. What do I do? So, but I can say that I'm wearing a $1,500 pair of shoes. So.
Your Madonna look.
All right, y'all. This one was, God, I keep saying this is my favorite look every time we get to a new look, but the Madonna Super Bowl look, it was really hard for me to decide a Madonna look because Sean Magby, my Vegas drag mother, had been a Madonna impersonator for 30 years. So any look in her entire arsenal I could have done. And I just remembered watching the Super Bowl in 2013 with Madonna and just like, there was something so powerful to me about her, you know, having such this long career and then coming back like in her 50s and just killing it like that. So I loved the theming. I loved how high drag it was. So yeah, we had to do the Madonna Super Bowl look. I also couldn't tell you how much this cost, but it was probably around 1,000.
Your big hair everywhere look.
Love this one. This is another. So this wig was done by a place in Hollywood called Outfitters Wig. They make really, 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 really big hair. It was, as soon as I saw that runway, I was like, we're going to Outfitters. Wig was probably $200. The gown was probably 300, 400.
Your Michelle Visage roast look.
I will always regret wearing this look for the roast. It's cute, but there was another option that I should have wore that would have been so much better. It didn't get to be seen on Drag Race, but I did end up performing in it at the season 9 finale. But I got this little fucking dress at the mall in this little like Hoochie Mama mall in Vegas. I think it's like a prom dress or something. And then I'm wearing the cheapest 2-ply ostrich boa from Amazon. So this look was probably, I actually think that dress was kind of expensive. I think that dress was like $500 off the rack. So we're looking at about 500 here.
Your unaired rainbow look.
This was made by Coco Vega in Vegas. We had gone over several different designs. This one really stuck. And a lot of people ended up recreating this look after I posted in it, which is always fun. I love when something that I do inspires people, but I can't take too much credit for the design of this outfit because again, we were so hectic trying to get ready for season 9 because it was such a short amount of prep time that I just basically told her to make a rainbow look and I didn't care what it looked like. So I can't remember how much I paid her either. I'm just gonna go with 500.
Your unaired unicorn look.
Unicorn look, I invested a lot of money in this because there's also a bodysuit, but when I was shooting it, we decided it would be kind of sexy and hoey to go naked. So I didn't wear the bodysuit, but it had a fully Swarovski crystal bodysuit. So I had somebody on Etsy custom make the hooves. Sean made the headdress. And I already owned the wings from an event I did long ago in Austin. So all in all, I probably put like $1,200 in this look, which was a lot because I didn't have that kind of money. I was really, really sad I didn't get to wear this on the main stage.
Your reunion look.
Jane Doe Latex did this. I wanted a Sharon Stone Basic Instinct inspired dress. And I was hoping to be sitting in the front row because I wanted to do the iconic leg cross vibe. Wigs and Grace did the hair. I wanted it to be short and more Sharon Stoney, but somehow it ended up looking like that. So Wigs and Grace and I both fondly refer to this hair as the You Don't Love Me hair. This dress probably cost about $300 for her to make, and she loved it so much that she ended up mass producing these and selling them on her site and calling it the FARRAH dress.
And finally, your finale look.
Oh my God. So this was a collaboration. The bottom half was made by Sean Magby and the top half was Abraham Levy. We used tens of thousands of crystals. Everything was hand sculpted and we used about 3 or 4 pounds of feathers. So this one I dropped quite a bit of money on. I think I spent total $3,500 to $4,000 on this.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date with our weekly content. And don't forget to hit the like button and leave us a comment below to let us know who you want to see next. And if you want early or exclusive content, make sure to support us here. Now click here to see the next part of our interview.